Hey Lando,
Hello.
I gotta ask you, in the days after Monza, was there a little bit of you that was like, should have been me, man?
Yeah, of course. As a racing driver, that's where you want to finish. You want to be on the top step. But yeah, I think it was a weird one because we're so happy for first and second and as a team, but also like personally finishing in second, it didn't feel as special as a single result of me and personally finishing in second. Didn't almost feel as special as being third in Monaco or being on the podium in Imola and almost like the rest of the podiums, because it felt like I just missed out on something. In every other race, I feel like we really maximised. And I think we maximised Monza, like between me and my engineers and my team. I think we maximised, we did everything we could. Just sometimes you can't always win the race. And Daniel did a very good job all weekend, and he was driving well and so on. So yeah, deep inside there's always that thing that I feel like I missed out, but I don't think that changes anything. I don't think it changes my approach this weekend. So yeah, we're happy, we celebrated, but we've moved on.
For the benefit of the team and for the overall upward trajectory of the team, was it actually important that it was Daniel that won and not you, given that he's had a bit of a difficult year?
Yeah.
You've got a very solid space at McLaren, and maybe you just needed that.
In a way, yeah. I think if it has given that more confidence and that bigger boost, then if we want to beat Ferrari by the end of the season, then that's definitely a good thing, and it's definitely helped us in order to do that, Yeah, I think Daniel was improving anyway. Whether he would have finished first or second, it probably wouldn't have changed too much. So I don't think it was more important or less important which way around it was. But in the end of the day, I think he's gained confidence and it's boosted him, and he's definitely been much more on it the last few weekends. So that's definitely helping us as a team fight the people we're fighting against.
You talk about the battle with Ferrari. Look back 1 week from Monza to Zandvoort, which was hideous.
Yeah.
How do you, and then you go to the insane highs of Monza, how do you stop that yo-yo? How do you pull that consistency in and make sure that Zandvoort doesn't happen again?
To be honest, the thing is, like, Zandvoort could happen again. Yeah. Obviously, we hope it doesn't. But realistically, I think we know it can, because that's where the car was that weekend. We couldn't have magic something up and suddenly been P5 or P3 or anything. So where we were weak in Zandvoort is the opposite to where we were just very strong in Monza. And some cars and certain teams have strengths and weaknesses. And we showed our strengths and we also showed our weakness the week before. But where we have to improve as compared to the Mercedes and Red Bull is we just have to be strong everywhere and not have one good track and one really bad track. So yeah, it can happen again. We know here it's probably not as good of a track as it is in Monza for us. And that's because it's a little bit more in the direction of Zandvoort, but it's still very different. So we're working on it. We know where and how, I think, why we were strong, where we were strong, and then the week prior, where we were weak and why we were weak. But it's not a quick change. It's not something we can change now and just say that won't happen again. Things like that can happen again, but it's just how can we minimize that effect? How can we maximize everything else and try and avoid getting a bit lost and not knowing as much why the reasons were. So it's complicated, but I believe the team are, they're looking into it. They're doing the best job they can to try and make sure it doesn't happen again.